Hello and welcome back to Khans of the Steppe. In between episodes, it's been asked why we aren't marrying off our children when they're younger, why we're not arranging betrothals when they're younger. The reason why you might do this is because the AI tends to arrange betrothals when their children are younger, so if you wait until the child is 16, you're going to be missing out on a ton of people who have already been betrothed to other people, right? So why aren't we doing it? Well, I think if we were playing over here, let's say we're playing in the Holy Roman Empire, then we would do that. So let's pick someone like Lotharingia, just because I've found them as an example. They have a succession law of confederate partition. So they want to have as few children as possible. They've ended up in a good situation. They have one son, two daughters. That means that worst case scenario, their land is split between two daughters. Most of the time it's going to be their son inheriting everything, right? So they have one son. And all of their hopes and dreams are centered on that one son. And that one son, they want to have a singular son. And that son is going to have all of the hopes and dreams put on them, and then they're going to have one son, and so on and so forth, right? There's a singular line of single children all the way down that you want. So you want that singular child to be as good as that child can be. You want all the advantages into that single child. Our philosophy over here is slightly different. Our philosophy over here is that we have a lot of children, and we may even have more children after this. Apparently there's a cap on children somewhere. I don't know if it's with individual characters or whether it's with the number of children like that we could have or any of that, but apparently there's some kind of cap that you can hit, or soft cap, so that's why we're having less children. But anyway, we have a lot of children. All of those children are going to have grandchildren. And one of those grandchildren is likely going to be good enough to be our heir, right? We can pick any of them. As long as these people here are having children, we're going to probably, because we have so many of them, end up with someone who's a suitable heir. This is a very different situation to over here. Over here, you have to be very picky. You have to choose exactly who you want. Over this way, we're simply going, we have enough children, as long as they're married off to someone who's kind of acceptable right now, that'll work, because we're likely going to end up with something good. Now, is it more optimal to go through each character and arrange betrothals, check whether there's new people who've been born, marry off, break betrothals, all of that sort of stuff? Yes, it is more optimal. It's just that right now, in this campaign, we're focusing on other things, on the new mechanics, and we're not too worried about the children. The children are going to work themselves out. We're going to end up with suitable heirs. All of that is fine. We're mostly worried about all of the new mechanics over here for the steppe. Now, we may at some point pivot. If we end up with like some children who are ending up with great traits, we may try and keep those traits, but right now, like, I think none of our children are like particularly good. Right, like they're all pretty much just average. Nobody's ended up with a genetic trait at all. Yeah, so none of our children ended up inheriting a genetic trait, so right now it doesn't really matter which one of them is going to be... it doesn't really matter which one of them inherits. They're all kind of the same. And then we're marrying them off to people who have some genetic trait. So basically, we're just seeing who in the next generation gets a genetic trait, like which grandchild gets it, and they'll probably be our ideal heir. Right now, we're just trying to, like, get a baseline. So that's basically my logic. It is more optimal to do it the way that you said in the comments, but it's just a what are we focusing on now kind of thing. Talking of focusing on things now, we have a couple of different things that we can do. We are now a much larger realm. We're now gaining 162 herd a month, and I believe we can now have Duke-level vassals if we really wanted to. I don't know if we necessarily want to, but it's an option available to us. We also have another accolade as well. Let's do this. Do I want more fertility? I kind of do. Let's do one more and take the fertility. Yeah, not that it's going to matter too much if we've hit a cap on children, but we might as well take it. Do you have any concubines who are good? Not really. So I'll leave that there. Should marry off a bunch of our characters as well. let's do that first. Let's marry off and then create the accolade in case we get somebody that we want to give the accolade to from marrying people off. So let's toggle filter. Wait a second. Unmarried other screen. That's the one I was looking for. And now we're just going to go down this list and marry off everybody who we can. So first of all, do we want to recruit this guy? I mean, you're okay. What would it cost me to recruit you? That's not that much. He's not that good, though. How about you? Again, I'm not that interested. Right. You, courtier. And we're doing matrilineal marriages. We're just going to try and bring in as many people as we can to our court. We're not really worried about the quality of the people. Again, it's the same philosophy as our children. We're just aiming for as many people as possible in our court. That's what we're looking for. More people in our court, the more chance that there's somebody good in our court. So that's what we're going to continue doing. And again, I'm also not going to look at any of them and work out, oh, is this person slightly better than this person? We're just going to marry them off for now. And once we have a good baseline of people in our court, then we can start getting picky about it if we want to. But realistically, it's just better to just marry off as many as we can and end up with the largest amount of people to choose from as possible. It's pretty much the same as trying to optimize your court. You end up with the same people. So, it's fine. Right. Okay, continue marrying them off. You're going to marry that person. You're going to matrilineally marry that guy. You're going to marry that person. Damba. That one. You. That one. You. That one. And that person. That person. Continue marrying them off. How many people do we have whose nickname is the Wolf? I think I just married off 2 of my courtiers by accident. You're not going to marry my daughter. You marry that person. Right, you continue to marry people here. You know what we could do? Let's just change our marriage filter slightly. Adults. There we go. That gets rid of our children on the list. Yeah, you two can marry. You two can marry. And you. And you. Wonderful. So we now should see a ton of marriages happening. I hope I did them all the right way so that we're all matrilineal if we're dragging people into our court. But, yep. Just click all of those away. Somebody's plotting to kill my concubine. I would really rather that they didn't do that. We've now got new criminals in our court. Cool. And we have an accolade. So, let's go in here and see who we're going to put in here. Put in this guy, I guess. What can you do? Huntsman, tactician, contender, scoundrel, marauder. Or a huntsmaster would be useful, because we are going to do a lot more hunts on this character. Tactician is also kind of useful. Not too much interested in the Grand Tournament one there. Not interested in mercenary higher cost at all. Yeah, I think a huntsmaster tactician sounds good. Perfect. I'm missing prestige. I need prestige to create it. I need 200 more. Oh. Alright, well I guess I'm not creating an accolade then. Can I go on another hunt? Yes. We should go on another nurge. Yeah, let's do another nurge here. Can't do one because we've already done one. I can only do a nurge once every 30 years? Wow. Okay. Let's do one over here. Sure, we're going to invite as many people as possible. And they're going to be from all over. You know, sure, extended family, court guests, everybody's invited. Nobody's actually, like, it's going to limit it to like 20 people anyway, so it doesn't really matter how many we invite. Oh, I also get some martial lifestyle experience because we're now the capital of a kingdom, technically. Cool. Let's do it. Nice celebration of us being at a king level title. Let's go. Let's see how many people got invited. Oh, 20. Weird that. Ah. Doesn't matter how many you actually invite, it caps at a 20, so there you go, and it will start in 3 months. And it will, I think with the 20, it also makes sure that it invites the 20 you can join generally. So that's fine. Wait a little bit on this. Great Nurge begins. Hey, so we get a little success just for starting it. This person ended your tributary contract with me? Excuse me? Are you allowed to do that? Tactics of this, we're going to strike hard and fast. That's what we did last time. That's what we're always going to do here. Wow, we're already up to this level of Nurge? That's huge. We get so much prestige for that. And gold. Wow. Cool. So you just said you're not going to be my tributary anymore. But yet you are still my tributary. I don't know if you've noticed that you're still my tributary. Do you have a concubine for me, by the way? Nope. Alright. His regent's been imprisoned. Yeah, I don't know why he said he won't be my tributary anymore. Quite clearly he will be. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was because he moved. I'm just going to close and reopen that so it stays open. Breaking the circle. With each hunter in their proper position, our riders close in on a pack of boars. I don't know why it looks like we're about to fall off our horse. Anyway, some scouts out the beasts by trotting slightly ahead of our formation while others are ready to strike. Foolishly, Texi runs at the head, causing some of the boars to scatter. Her attempts to corral them back are in vain, and the beasts try to flee from our grasp. Leave her to the boars, regroup and collect what we can from the remains. Or she's still one of us, the mistake is only human. Let's regroup and collect what we can from their remains. Let's do it. Became somewhat more successful. We're almost at level 4, which will be great. Every participant may gain a commander trait or trait experience. Ooh. Every participant. Forgotten. Wait. I thought I saw here. Must belong to less fortunate hunters, he snarkily remarks, presenting a bloodstained bow with the wood chipped. And say it belongs to me, or I can give it to him. Let's give it to him. That's what we did last time. We'll let him keep it. From above. I've always enjoyed this part of the hill, High Chieftain Batar observes as we march together. My father used to bring us here to hunt. Before I have time to reply, oh, it's the buzzard one. Okay, we shoot the buzzard. Well done, we did it. Oh no, we didn't manage to get to level 4. This meet will last us through several seasons. We did, however, gain rough terrain expert, which is cool. And legitimacy, and money, and other such good things. Cool, now we're done. We head back. We get our martial lifestyle experience for arriving back. You ended your nomadic tributary thing with me, but no you didn't. You're still my tribute. Oh no, you actually ended it. What about the guy we were looking at previously? You also actually ended it. Wow. Can I go forward? No. Is it you who... Wait, who was the guy who just ended it? I've now completely lost him because I can't go back any further. Is it somebody over here? Wasn't you, right? Because you weren't my tributary anyway. I've lost the guy. I thought he was over here. Oh, it was this guy. No? I've completely lost him. Alright, it must be somebody who migrated away, I think. Anyway, we've arrived back. We got our martial lifestyle experience. That's good. And now I can put in a new accolade, because now I have the prestige for it. Huntsmaster Tactician. Let's do it. You shall be called... In the Storm and the Taiga is a very good name. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything that we've got going on here. Well, it is the summer, right? It's everlasting summer. So you are going to be... Where are we? It's in this one, right? Yeah. You are going to be the summer huntsman. I might just call you the summer hunter. There we go. That, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna just call it the sun hunter. There we go. That's still terrible, but at least it's slightly better-ish. Right. Does it cost me money to upgrade these guys or herd? Both. Oh. Because I was thinking I might upgrade them, but it's not right now. I'll refill them for gold though, because we have a lot of gold right now. Yeah, the problem is everything costs herd, so I don't really want to. Yeah, I don't really want to spend it, and we have a ton of gold. I guess I could go on a feast or something as well while we're here. That only costs me money. Yeah, that might be worth doing. It's for the bonuses, but I know that's fine. Baghatur practice. The clang of mail and the clashing of swords rings in my ears as my Baghaturas practice their arms. I study them intently, trying to ascertain each one's particular strengths and weaknesses. There can be little rest for them, for as soon as the bell is rung to signal the end of the mock melee, the stable doors are opened. It's time to bring out the mounts. So we're going to go field riding or bring me my armor? Let's go field riding. A hilltop view. Aguchu glances at the mud fields at the bottom of the hill. Those could serve as the outline of an enemy army, he says, and form my Baghaturas as I inspect their battle line, preparing them for the strategy at hand. So, we can put them into flanks or we can charge. Let's do flanks, because that gets me the martial perk. The storm of hooves around me, the shouts of mounted warriors, the unyielding momentum. Riding at their head, it feels as if I am at the head of a force of nature. This, however, is a force I direct, that responds to my every order, that I command as if it were an extension of myself. Charging into the flanks of an imaginary army, my Baghaturas never string from my plan. I know this is how I bring utter devastation to my enemy. This is how the rush of victory will feel. Ooh, I get another perk here. Was I going to take Household Guard? I think I was going to take Serve the Crown. Yeah. The Natural Dread is quite nice here. Household Guard and then probably Pivot, I think was what I was saying previously. Hold Court? Sure, let's see if there's anything new with holding court. Let's go. Serious business. Ooh, your lordship, I've come here from Yulj with a matter of great import. Okay, so this is one that's here before. We say... probably this one lowers vassal opinion. We only have one vassal, so that's fine. My lord, I'm sure someone in Bodin is trying to harm my husband. Okay, don't care. Puppy patronage. My hunt master, Kulegu, approaches carefully, cradling a wooden bundle. Or woolen bundle, sorry. With a grin, he pulls back the swaddling, revealing a pair of squinting eyes above a lolling tongue. A puppy. He can hardly keep the excitable furball in his arms. A gift from the finest sighthound litter I've seen in some time. You must take advantage and expand your kennels, my lord. I mean, we have a lot of money, so we could definitely do that. We get dog lovers for 30 years, which gives us health. All members will be able to adopt puppies. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get ourselves a pet dog. Wonderful. Right. And now on to naming the dog. What are we gonna name her? I have no idea what we're gonna name her. Well, you know what? We're a group of nomads. We like riding horses. This is going to be Small Horse. That's going to be the name of our dog. Right. Let's go with that. Boiling anger. This person got angry at us, so our stress drops. Wonderful. My son is now married to my courtier. Great. Chance of us getting quick down into the next generation. That's good. Right. Migration displaces tributary. Yeah, we should probably deal with some of these people who aren't our tributary anymore along the edges. Yeah, I could demand you become my tributary. I don't want to spend prestige to do this, though. Was it you? You're the person who said you're not going to be my tributary anymore because it doesn't suit you. Right. I don't have enough prestige to declare the war. Okay, let's hold a feast so I can get myself some prestige. There we go. Feast. Feast. What's this? Can only be hosted from January to March. I'm going to wait till January to March to hold that type of feast, I guess. And then we will do it. Although I do have enough to declare war now, so... Get declared. You're going to become my tribute. Don't really know why you thought you could just say, I'm not going to pay you tribute anymore. Seems like an awfully bold move. My daughter has come of age. She has a great eminence. Fantastic. Okay. I mean, her stats aren't good for that, but, you know, fantastic. We're going to catch this guy. We now have 3 commander traits, which is great. What do we need to upgrade rough terrain? Fight in rough terrain. Great. And then this one is fight in forest or taiga. So wherever we fight, we're getting some bonus to some trait. Oh, defeated their army. And now we just get to siege. Can I... what happens if I leave enough to siege here? Can I do that? Yes, I only need 50 to siege. Wow. Okay. You seem pretty good. You seem like you'd be a reasonable commander for me. I can employ you as my executioner. You're not going to be very good at that, though. Let's do this. Right. Scheme at court. This guy is now with me. I'm now going to negotiate his obedience. There we go. He will also be obedient to us. With somebody who wants to make us something. We'll have a look at that in a second. Now defeated their army. We're going to wait for the siege to finish as well. Nice. We get our money and we get our prisoners from that. Nobody's worth any war score, so we'll enforce our demands. You are now once again my tributary, which is good. And prisoner. Yeah, I'm going to recruit you as well. Why not? Right. Let's do it. Wait, can only be held from... Was that something to... whoa, not that one. Feast? Ah, yes, we can hold that. Fantastic. Let's do that and then we'll look at this inspiration. The final toast is a time to receive gifts like herd and gold. A new white moon rises and we rejoice. Sure. Let's hold that here. That's going to cost way too much. Why is it costing us so much? Should I not have 50% off? I should have 30% off, right? Base cost 140. Tribal era. Tribal era. Yeah, because tribal era takes away from that one as well. Maybe it doesn't apply to just that type of feast. Let's try the other type of feast. 160. Yeah, minus 35 there. Base cost is what? 140. Let me just head in here for a second. Reduce cost for holding feast in this holding 30%. Okay. So in the holding where we have that there. Okay. Let me just host a feast somewhere else. Let me test this here. So I'm going to host a feast here now. 169. And then if I host a feast here. 161. So that doesn't add up. So it's appropriate, exotic delicacies, tribal era, base cost. So what's the one in the other one? Is it just the travel distance? Are those the other things? Travel speed. Yes, yeah, so the other one's a travel. So apart from travel, it's the same cost. So what I just want to ask is no judgment question. What does this do? I just want to ask, like, does this do anything? Unlocks reduced cost for hosting feast in this holding. This does nothing? I guess? Yeah, I guess this just does nothing. explains why it's so cheap, because it doesn't do anything. Let me try this again. So in this holding, so specifically, so this is the holding where our thing is. Yeah, no, it just doesn't do anything. Unless it does it afterwards. Doesn't say it does it afterwards. Huh. Just one last little check that I haven't misread it. Seeing whether maybe there was something in there that we're now unlocking via doing that. It does say unlocks, which isn't actually, it's kind of weird that it says unlocks reduced cost for holding this. It is a weird phrasing. Maybe I need to build something in the holding? No? Okay, I'm just giving the game every chance for it to not just be broken. I got something in here. If I'm missing something, please let me know, because this just seems broken. Nope. Alright, so I'm not as into holding a feast anymore, I'll be honest. That was rather dampened the holding a feast enthusiasm, because we're not getting a discount. You want to go on an adventure to Northern Europe. Alright. How much? 50? I'll spend 50 to send you to Northern Europe. At least you've decided to go somewhere further away. Usually I get the, oh, I want to go on an adventure. Where do you want to go? Oh, right next to us. Okay. I think I had one when we were playing the Byzantines, where the person was like, I want to go on an adventure. And they went to Constantinople. They started in Constantinople. It was just like, oh, really? What an adventure. We can hold another hunt, apparently. We can hold another Nurge. Yeah, sure, I'll hold another Nurge. How about over here? Yeah, that seems acceptable. Go max party size. Invite everybody. Sure, everyone's invited again. Why not? Let's go. Let's go to the Nurge. Wonderful. Now we wait. Inspiration funded. So, I forget which ones you go with. It might be I want a trinket made from material you cannot find here. But I'm going to go with trust your instincts. Let's see what we get. That might be the random one though. What's this? I can marry off my daughter. Oh yeah, probably should marry off my daughter. Anyway. That's okay. Great Nurge begins. Slightly more successful. You can keep this thing here. Although, let me have a look at the bow. Yeah, you can keep it. It's fine. Delicious distraction. Luke! Kotian points at a group of wild oxen hidden on the path to the left. Let's hunt them down. My belly rumbles in anticipation. Sure, let's do it. Hey, my prowess went up by 1. Tactics of the chase. Strike hard and fast. Definitely. We're already up at level 3. That's good. A show of force. Leave it to me, I'll kill the animal. Increase my prowess. Accidentally opened the message settings rather than closing it. It's a decent Nurge again. I think we have to choose other options if we don't just want a decent Nurge. But a decent Nurge is good. It gets you a ton of prestige. It's useful. Right. And where we've arrived back. Wonderful. I'm not going to settle in the steppe. We can untick this one. I don't want to become tribal in the steppe. My daughter can marry. Daughter. You're going to matrilineally marry somebody. Marriage 1 preset. Let's see who we got. Do we have Chimgura or Aitekin? Let's marry you to Chimgura. Gives me an alliance with this guy. Do I want an alliance with that guy? Not really. Oh, there's a confederation over there. Confederation being a separate group of entities that all want to band together for defense, from my understanding. I don't really want to be your ally, if I'm honest with you. What about the other guy? No alliance? Perfect. Do that. Yeah, somebody was saying we could form a confederation. I don't really know what the benefits are. I don't think there are any for us. Where's Confederation? It's one of these, right? Maybe. Call for an assembly? No. Forsake nomadism? No. I might just be missing it on our one. There's a lot of new events. I don't think we can form a confederation. Anyway, we wouldn't want to anyway. I don't think, because we kind of just control all of this. Well, I assume that they're kind of bound together. Yeah, so they're now all just like defensive allies to each other, I think. Cool. Were you the... No, you weren't the other... You were the other person who broke away, right? No? Might already have that other person back. Broke away, or he's migrated further away. Can I make somebody else my tributary? How about you? You are allied to my tributary, but would they join the war? Seems to suggest they might. I'm still going to make you be my tributary. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go down here. Let's raise a few troops and let's go. So we're going to march our way kind of over this way-ish. Enemy Holy Order? Wait a second. Wait a second, you're Catholic? Oh no. Oh no, they got the Knights Templar. That's terrifying. Okay, well. My adventures are sodden. My lord, I found a few trite relics so far in my adventures, which I have sent with this courier, but I'm unsure what I may uncover next. The Europeans are the smelliest creatures I have encountered. As a child, I dreamt of the green and pleasant meadows, but I am convinced half of this world is made of mud. If you're a gracious liege, please send word to call me back. You're gonna keep going, yeah. We now have the fingernails of a saint, apparently. It's in here. 1 prowess. Well, I mean, it's a tangible benefit. We now have 30 prowess for ourselves. It's good. Tutor has educated our child a little bit. Keep marching over here. Who's actually on your side? Just this person and the Holy Order. I thought there was like a new... Yeah, there's a diplomatic relations map mode now. So if I do diplomatic relations, then click on... Oh, that is it showing us? Wait, am I in the right map mode? Shift F. Oh, everything else is control. There we go. So now we can see our diplomatic relations. To me, like, these guys are tributaries. We're at war with this person. It's a cool map mode. You can do it with all sorts. You can do like Persian Empire. Here's who they're at war with. It's a very good addition. I think they had this in EU4, right? It might even be in the same symbol in EU4. But yes, it's very, very useful. Because you actually know what's going on. Let's grab the new martial lifestyle things. We'll grab Household Guard for another 4 knights. Do we want to continue on here or do we want to pivot? Kind of want to pivot. I don't want to switch off while we're at war. So we'll switch off after the war. Where is your army? You got somebody who's got like a hat on? There we go, this guy. Where are you? Oh, their army's there apparently. Yes, they are. Okay. Migration displaced tributary. And then he bowed to us. Well, that's fine. Where is your Knights Templar? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, I guess the previous person. Oh, because. All right, so somebody died, and then new person is no. Yeah. So you just died of wounds as a Catholic, but then the person who took over is Tengri, so that got rid of the Knights Templar. Oh, that's not good for you. A change in direction. A traveller claiming to be employed under my beneficiary, Garonus, is brought before me, carrying a message from the adventurer. Fear not, my great lord, for Garonus is in good health. I bring you news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. You see, Garonus took a wrong turn somewhere and is now near Sabulks. Coronas' travelling companion unfurls a dirty map to show me where they ended up. He has enough funds to make it to Northern Europe as planned, but suggests that with some additional funding he can chase up on a local rumour and bring home a great artifact. We'll give you extra money for a higher quality artifact. Do we think that our wife is cheating on us? I think the chances are slim, but let's see. The Hunter's Art. To blindly chase a wild creature, launching arrow after arrow or spurring ever harder. Futile, laughs Chidukul, my renowned Bagatur. Beasts can be cunning. They scent the stalker on approach, scatter before the hunting pack, and turn violent when cornered. Bring down quarries means knowing them and their wilderness well, and, once the horn is sounded, never relenting. The most skilled of hunters is Chidukul. In his company, my son Koza is coming to know the ways of the Tengri creatures and the ways of outwitting them. Hey, so my player heir has gained the hunter trait due to our new acclaimed knight. That's good. She's not cheating on us? That's a shock. My small horse has run away? We'll chase after a small horse. We found a small horse and they gave us 2 gold. Great. Alright. Well, continue with our siege. We'll finish at any moment now. Nice. Head up there, let's beat up their army. We're definitely going to catch them. And they are thoroughly dead. De jure shift. The Kyrgyz became de jure of the Buryats. Oh. So my kingdom became... Okay. So we became the de jure liege of some of these places, apparently. So our kingdom became de jure of these places. Can I see the de jure drift? I guess we don't have anything else that's de jure drifting here. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, well, cool. Must be like quicker de jure drifts in this area. Anara came of age. She's an intricate web weaver. Neat. Okay. Blush came of age. He is a fortune builder. Again, neat. Why am I no longer... You've split off. Okay, so the land that I've sieged is now split off from the land that I was at war with. Okay. I guess I'll siege this down. I have a granddaughter named Anara. You are certain that Sirid, my own daughter, is scheming against my courtier Yeshin Horlo. Well, I'll let everybody know that. While we siege this down, 3 months left. And demand some tributes that I'm not going to. Atrak came of age. Brilliant strategist. Ooh. Nice, and I've lost my wet nurse, but I'm assuming that's because I have no children who are of an age that they need a wet nurse. That is correct. 100% war score. Anybody worth any war score? Nope, so we'll enforce our demands. And disband our army. And then I can start ransoming people. Or you don't have herd. You do have money though. So I'll take your money. Then you, let's recruit. Let's just recruit you. There we go. We don't need to make you obedient. Wonderful. Now there is another thing that we could do. We do have a little bit of extra domain. We should probably try and grab stuff. We're below our minimum. What's the negative for being below your minimum? Oh no, it means... No, I don't understand. Oh, your minimum is 4. Okay, so because we're below our minimum, it's putting us up to our minimum. I understand. Never mind. There's no penalty. It's just we're below our minimum. We could grab some extra land here from our... I guess from anyone, right? So as long as I have somebody nearby, like who's got some fertile land maybe, then we can, like you, this neighboring ruler, can I demand your pasture land? I can. You'll be unhappy about it, but like, that land's mine now. Yeah, that's fine. So I can now just demand that. And that will increase the amount of fertility I'm gaining. And I can do the same here to you as well. Yeah, it's gonna annoy my like, it's going to annoy this guy a little bit, but now I've got those, I'm now gaining about 300 monthly due to county fertility. Huge. I did say I want to keep migrating. It's just there's no reason to... I don't need to have that person ticked anymore. There's no reason to migrate until the season changes. So in 5 years, we're going to be thinking about it. But until then, we might as well just build up our herd size. And station men at arms? Oh, because I have new land, so therefore I can actually have space to station them. Cool. Let's increase your size and your size. There we go. Inspiration. Despised wolves in the hills. My lord, a message from your adventurer, Garonas, the servant says, handing me a scroll. Wait, is this guy blind? He is. Wow. Well, that's impressive, his trip, really, then. My search has led me to the hills of Chandax. They are notoriously wolf-infested, but I have good reason to think my goal is near. Expect my return soon. Signed, Garonas, the scroll reads. He surely is ambitious to choose such a risky path. So we can go 50-50. Hope he doesn't have to fight one, or he's cautious. Let's go 50-50 that we gain progress. We gained the progress. He avoided the wolves. Very, very good job for a blind man. Alright. Soon we're going to have that finished, which we have got it finished. My lord, I returned from Europe with an artifact for my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside is a hide of a proud stag. Garonas tells how he felled the vicious animal, while I continue to admire the hide of what must have been a majestic animal. It's kind of garbage, but I mean, I'll take it and say well done. And I guess it can go on the wall. There we go. We'll put it up on the wall for him. Also raises our base court grandeur up to like, yeah, up to past 5, which is good. So we can start getting bonuses there as well for being above our court grandeur level. As you can see, we're currently gaining all these bonuses for being above our court grandeur level, which is great. Cool. Right. Inspired person can be sponsored. Selin would like to go to Persia. You're a master traveler, apparently. Well, that's something for next time me to figure out. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.